video, we're going to be talking about the best MPRE questions to practice with. So first things first, I'm sure that many of you know most commercial bar exam courses offer lots of free resources when it comes to the MPRE. We do too. We offer a free MPRE course, a free outline, a free one sheet, and then of course free invented questions to go along with our course. So if you're looking for the best way to prepare for the upcoming MPRE, please be sure to check out our free MPRE resources. So when it comes to your preparation for the MPRE, what are the best questions that you should be practicing with? And ideally, you would be practicing with real, released MPRE questions. In other words, you're practicing with the real thing. This is why they are the best resource in terms of preparing for your upcoming MPRE exam. So when I say real released questions, I mean you're not using made-up questions or invented questions, say by a bar prep company. And now, it's not a bad thing to try your hand at a variety of different types of questions while preparing for the MPRE, but the fact is, the best resource are the real thing, and I'm going to tell you why. So the first reason why using invented or made-up questions in preparation for the MPRE is not great is because oftentimes they're a little bit longer than the real thing. So for instance, there are real long MPRE questions. That's not to say that all of the real test questions will be short and sweet. Of course not. But we find that when you're dealing with invented or made up MPRE questions, they are on average longer than a real MPRE question. And this can be very frustrating and troublesome to someone that already struggles with time management. So if they're only practicing with longer questions, of course, they might find themselves running out of time and frustrated, and as a result, more stressed while preparing if they're not using real questions. Additionally, we find that many exams or questions that are outlined by commercial bar prep companies do not actually reflect how the rules are tested on exam day. So for instance, if you took a practice MPRE exam through your commercial bar prep company, there might have been a lot of questions on judicial conduct, when in reality, only 2 to 8% of your total MPRE exam are on judicial conduct. Or for instance, transactions. They might have a lot of questions about transactions with clients, but in reality, a very small percentage of your exam will come from that subsection of the rules. So again, just be wary when you're using made-up questions that they might not be a true reflection about the frequency or the volume in which those rules are tested on actual exam day. And the third reason it's best to use real MPRE questions is because it's the best illustration to show you how a rule is tested. And a little bit of practice can go a long way. So for instance, if you're only using made up or invented questions, that might not be the true actual reflection about how the National Conference of Bar Examiners would test a particular rule. Whereas if you've practiced with a real question, you have a really good insight as to how they expect you to understand or to be able to apply that rule to a particular set of facts. So again, a little bit of practice can go a long way here. So if you're wondering, where can you find the best resource or these real released MPRE questions? You can get them from the National Conference of Bar Examiners themselves. They sell them and make them available for purchase. Additionally, we do too. So be sure to check out our website if you're interested in that type of resource. So just to reiterate, it's not that practicing with invented or made-up questions is bad or wrong. It's just that if you're going to use those, make sure you're also taking time and taking steps to get your hands on real questions too. So best of luck in your preparation for the upcoming MPRE.